So if you've been watching my channel for a little bit now, you would know the first ever 144Hz monitor that I ever bought and owned was the AOC 24G1OD, or the 24G1. The OD stands for Office Depot, is where I got it technically. So that monitor has lasted me forever now, and it's ever since I bought it, I've loved it because it's 144Hz, 1 millisecond rated response time, or graded gray at least, and it was a VA panel, which wasn't the worst, but it had better input lag than TN panels at the time. And there is the 24-inch size, which was great. It was curved, and overall a great monitor for, I think it was $160, which wasn't that bad. And overall, I love that monitor so much. The VA panel was great. The VA panel didn't have much color accuracy, but it definitely had a little bit more things than an IPS. But now that I have gotten into making more videos, or I've been wanting to make more videos ever since I went ahead and bought myself a brand new monitor that is still 24 inches, 144Hz, 1 millisecond graded gray response time, or rated at least, 24 inches, and it is a flat IPS panel this time. So this will be a great monitor for color accuracy, or a little bit better color accuracy, and overall I think this one will suit my setup a little bit more because it is a flat panel instead of a curved. And for curved monitors, you have to be at the perfect angle to be able to see the perfect picture, if you want to call it that. So I wanted to switch back to a flat IPS or flat monitor, and overall just get that 24 inch size without having any compromises about how far away it is from me. So the monitor that I bought for my new setup is, so the new monitor that I bought is the AOC, is the AOC 24G2, and this is the 24 inch 144Hz with AMD FreeSync if I still had my AMD card. It is a flat screen panel, 1 millisecond response time, 144Hz, HDMI and DisplayPort, and overall just a lot better specs, better specs in form of the panel. The panel is better because it is IPS. It has slower response time, but overall I think that will be okay for me. It's honestly not that much between IPS and VA. I think it's like 1 or 2 milliseconds, which is not that bad. And overall, I think this will be complementing my gaming setup just a little bit more with the IPS color. So let's get right into today's video. So I have had that AOC 24G1 for about a year now, and I have loved that monitor to death because it was my first ever 144Hz panel, and I loved that I went from 60 to 144Hz to get better performance in games. And overall, that monitor is great. Is one of the better monitors that you can buy, or better VA panels that you can buy for a cheap price of $140, which was crazy at the time. And overall, it was crazy for me because the switch from 60 to 144 is very nice to have. And now that I want to get into fixing some colors around and stuff like that, and overall just have a better picture quality on my monitors, I went ahead and bought an IPS version of the exact same monitor, just the newer 2.0 version, or AOC 24G2 instead of the G1. And the G2 is not curved, or this one is at least not curved. It's 144Hz, 1 millisecond response time, has DisplayPort and HDMI, has FreeSync Premium, which is great if you have an AMD card. And overall, I think this one will complement my build perfectly, or really nicely, because of the IPS panel, and overall just that I can hit, now with my 3070, I can hit over 200 frames on most of my games. I should be able to use this one to its fullest extent. So let's go ahead and go straight into today's unboxing of this monitor. Okay, so as I said, today's unboxing will be on the AOC G2 series, or the 24G2. This has FreeSync Premium from AMD. This is 144 hertz, which is nice to have on realistically any type of workload. So you can do this for 144 hertz is nice when scrolling and stuff like that. Honestly, 144 hertz might be just overall better than 60 hertz in 90% of its cases, and overall this should be a great monitor for anyone on a budget. This goes for around 200 bucks, I think, or I think I got it for 180 or something like that on Amazon on sale. But overall, this monitor should be great for anything. So let's go ahead right into the unboxing. And obviously, this monitor is not one of like those super expensive $300 144 hertz gaming monitors that you can find on Amazon, and but this is a monitor that is great for when you guys are gaming on a budget, and overall this is really all you need for most games nowadays. So let's go ahead and put this box down, and let's show you guys a couple things that this monitor comes with. So this monitor comes with a couple things. So the first thing obviously that you will be greeted with is your cables that you will have or need to power this monitor. So first you will be greeted with a regular 3-pin power cable. So it has the 2 power and 1 ground, and then same on the other side of the connector. Go straight into the monitor. So no power brick needed, which is nice. You have a 2.0, I think it's 2.0 or 2.1, something like that, HDMI cable that comes with your mouse or your monitor, which is nice to have if you're going to go the HDMI route. And it also comes with a display port. I think it's 1.2 or 1.4, and or 1.2 or 1.4. I honestly don't remember, but it is a locking display port, which is nice, and so you know you'll get the most out of this display port. That's all that comes with. It comes with a manual. I don't have the manual here. I kind of like lost it like a month ago. Honestly, don't know where it went. So oh well. There. It comes with a nice base here. It has red accents all the way or around the base, and it's like a gunmetal color finish. It's plastic, but the build under that is all metal with rubber all the way around. You have a screw over here to connect it to the neck. So let's go ahead right into show you this neck. This neck is very nice because it is a clip-on neck. It's no screws needed, no hardware. All you got to do is slide it in, plug it, and then this lock down here will lock it for you. It is height adjustable, and a couple more things that I will show you guys later. But realistically, all you got to do is slot it in like so and screw it in with your thumb or a screwdriver, depending on what you want to use. But that's really it for the assembly of this monitor stand. Let's put that to the side, and that is really all that's it other than the monitor. So let's go ahead right into the monitor here. And this monitor has some nice accents to it. It has some red accents all the way around the side right here, so it's not too gamery nor too plain. It has some ventilation up here, so it can vent out its components. It has your mount over here, and I'll tell you guys other things about this mount. That's here. All your inputs are down here, right under this lip, and you have your information down here, obviously, with the AOC branding on top. And all I gotta do is take this out of the monitor, out of the stand, and as you guys can see, it is a flat screen monitor. You have your buttons down here to control the settings of this monitor, and overall this monitor's build is very nice. It is lighter than a lot of other monitors that I have checked out, but it is a more budget version of the AOC monitors they have. So this monitor is not going to be the best build in the world, but it is definitely underrated for a lot of people. So as I said, this is a 24-inch monitor, has 3 sides with super small bezels, which is nice, and then you have a really big chin down here. You have some red accents at the bottom, which is not too distracting, honestly. Not the worst in the world. Sorry about the different color changing, but it has your AOC logo down here. Down here you have your little, it shows you icons of the settings that you can change, I guess. That's what you want to call it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but has your icons down there. And overall, really nice monitor. This has an anti-glare film on top, which is nice to have when playing games, so you don't get that glare when playing your games. And overall, very nice build for its price. But now let's go ahead and look at the I/O it has here. So the first thing you'll notice, it is very minimal on the I/O. So it has two HDMI 2.0, I think it is, or 2.1, depending. I honestly don't know. I don't have the sheet up. It has a DisplayPort 1.4, I think it is. Has your original VGA cable, which will only run at 60 Hertz. You have your headphone jack to run off of HDMI or DisplayPort audio. Would recommend this if you want your headphones to be any closer, but I would recommend going straight into your computer with a USB headphones if you have that, and it's a little bit better because you can use the amp and DAC on your motherboard or in software. You have your power, and last but not least, you have your 3-pin power input here. The power supply is on the inside, which is nice, so you don't have that external power supply. And overall, very nice build here. So let's go ahead and look at the back of this monitor. And this monitor has a couple other things other than just the stand mount. So as I said, this mount just mounts on like so. All you gotta do is slide it in and stick it down, and it carries its weight perfectly fine. All you gotta do to take it off is there's a little clip on the bottom side. Push it in, and then pull up. As you guys can see, here's the little clip. It goes in and out like so, and that's using the monitor stand. It has a 100 by 100 vase mount if you are gonna use a little stand like I do here, like a little monitor arm if you have that. And overall, that's really it. That's all that I gotta say about this monitor other than specs. But as I said, this monitor is fairly thin for a 144 Hertz monitor. I have another one over here that I'm going to review for you guys later. I'll tell you guys the story on that one over there, and I'll tell you guys that one in the next video. But this monitor is very nice. The only thing I wish that this monitor did come with is something for this stand over here. So this monitor does not come with vase mounting screws. You can buy those on Amazon for like $5 or $3, but that's an extra to buy. Lucky enough that I had some monitor screws lying around for my old monitor, so I went ahead and just used those to mount it on my vase mount, which is nice to have. And I am using DisplayPort, so it will take the full advantage of 144 Hertz. And I think the DisplayPort goes up to 200 or 360 Hertz, and HDMI only goes to 144, I think, maxed out. And I think that's honestly not that bad, but I definitely recommend on getting a long display cord cable if your computer's farther away, because these cables that come with it are fairly short. But as I said, the way to put this monitor stand on is you slide it in on the top, so it's at an angle, at a 45-degree angle or so, and then all you gotta do is lay it flat until you hear the click or snap, whatever you want to call it, and your monitor is essentially ready for you. And I'll show you guys the different ways that you can tilt this and all that stuff right now. So this AOC monitor is a couple, there is a couple things that I do want to show you off of the tripod. So this thing has height adjustment, so it could go from about 2 to 3 inches off the ground, all the way up to, I want to say, about a foot or maybe 11 inches off the ground or off the table. You have a couple other things such as swivel, so nothing too special, but you have swivel, which is nice. And you have your tilt, obviously, which is very standard on 90% of the monitors nowadays that come with the stand. And one thing I really do like having about this monitor, if you're going to buy this for a secondary, is a way to turn it into a portrait mode if you want it that way as a secondary monitor. But a lot of people will probably be using this in landscape, which is fine. But overall, this stand is nice, and it swivels from down there, so it swivels the whole neck instead of just the top piece. But all the other controls are off of this stand on top. So overall, nice monitor for its price. Let's go ahead and put this straight onto my monitor arm mount, and let's get this set up, connected to my computer. So now that I have this monitor hooked up to my computer, it is running at 144 Hz, and I am running Game Labs on it, the first game that I'm going to be playing. I've used this monitor for about a month or two, and I've loved it. I'm just going to show you guys exactly I'm going to show you guys how good it is, and tell you guys stuff like that. So let's go ahead and straight into the game. I'm going to my old sense. Hopefully this works. I can't tell if my sense is any better. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, that's not good. Holy crap, my new sense is so weird. I gotta get used to this. I'm not gonna get a high score, but that was a pretty bad score. But overall, this monitor feels really, really nice. 144 Hz is smooth, and the refresh rate is actually pretty good, or the response time is pretty good. I don't feel any like disadvantage to like 5 millisecond response time, but overall great response time. Great, overall just great. The blues are blues, reds are reds, yellow is yellow, and overall color and everything else about this monitor is great. If you guys are looking for this monitor, I'll leave a link in the description below. Sorry, I'm very washed out, but I'll leave a link in the description below. And overall, great monitor if you guys are starting out. I have another monitor review coming up for you guys about this secondary monitor that I have and the accident that happened there. But overall, this monitor is great for a budget 144 Hz gaming monitor if you guys are looking for one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a great day today. if you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and put post notifications on if you guys want to see more of my videos. Leave a comment down below if you guys like this monitor, or if you guys want to see more monitor reviews or any more reviews on a certain product that you guys think is somewhat in my budget for anything. If you guys want to tell me anything that you guys want to see a review on, I might do it, but honestly it might depend on how much it is and then all that stuff. So leave a comment down below if you guys want to see more reviews like this, and hope you guys like this video. So thank you guys for watching. Peace out.